okay.
Okay.
Just okay.
Honeypot has been learning the lyrics, babe. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Okay, you want me to say something about you not knowing lyrics
Yes.
and not knowing other things?
Like
to
you were,
do?
both of us were in it together, then you left
so I
me.
left you there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, so Friday is finally here. Whether you are staying in or going out this weekend, you can make the most out of it. So starting today.
Guess this is the part where we do the happy dance.
Wow.
Look, it might have been a rough week, but hello to Friday.
Okay, hello Friday. Yes, we are here and we are always thankful for the weekends. Today is a no hold back edition today because we have an array of amazing lineup for you, just for you. Now you can connect with us on social media. It is at TVC Connect with the hashtag #eSplashOnTVC. And of course, we are on Twitter and Instagram and of course on Facebook. We are at facebook.com/TVC Connect. It is your girl, Amanda Dara, and somebody called me Amanda D, so you can call me Amanda D today.
So I love the fact that you're always changing this.
Yes.
You all know that it's your girl, it's your home girl, it's the jewel in the crown, it's the host with the most right here. My name is Honeypot.
And it's your girl, Arika with the dimples. Now, here's what you can look forward to on this Friday edition of the show. There's entertainment news coming up very soon, celebrity birthday, then a rewind where we will revisit this day in entertainment history.
All right, then there is also Tweet View where Arika will take us through some Tweet View humor and savagery.
And then we'll have some artists perform live on today's Performance Friday edition. Then there'll be Daily Top 5, where I'll be telling you 5 ways to keep the kids busy over the holidays.
Yep, and later we will show some appreciation on the Chew It Up segment. Then we'll bring you a recap of all that you might have missed in the news. Now our special guest for a quick chat, then we'll take some selfie requests for today. Now we will wrap things up on this note, so we have to get started first. We'll be back after this break.
It is now time for the entertainment news. Now, the very first story on our list is my ex-husband and I have parted our ways, says Sonia Morales. Now, after all the social media banter and speculation, Sonia Morales, the estranged wife of actor Ike Ogbonna, has confirmed the end of their marriage. Now, Sonia took to her Instagram page to share a lengthy post via her Insta story to make the announcement. Now, she wrote, and I quote, "Public announcement. I, Sonia, I am officially out and fully out of this marriage. My ex-husband and I have parted our ways for good and legally." Now, she also wrote about how hard it was for her to put up the post while appreciating her ex-husband for making the divorce process easier. She added, "I want to use this medium to thank my ex-husband for not prolonging the hardship, and now I have to face the world on my own. Our son will forever be a representation of you in my life. Thank you for the lessons you've taught me over the years. I wasn't sure what to write, who to write to, and what my angle would be, but I know who I need to say goodbye to now with certainty. Lastly, without hate or animosity, I look back at the past 5 years and all I can do is thank you. Thank you for the good times, for the hard times. Thank you for helping me to shape myself into a strong person that I am today, and for being a part of my life for a very small slice of time." Now, the former couple got married in 2015 and they have a son called Ace together.
Whoa.
Sonia Morales, Ike Ogbonna have officially
announced it. I mean, there's been speculations around this whole thing. And so, I mean, when people started talking about this thing, I feel like it's based off the fact that we just had an idea that something was going on. And I like the fact that they went through the whole divorce process without coming out to, you know, give us any drama or news. And I like the fact that she's put out this post, very matured post. I must commend her for that. That is really...
I think it's a closure, so we can move on and we can get the information, and then when you're referring to them, you do not refer to them as a husband and wife. Any longer.
And then a couple of celebrities have come out to also support Sonia. They've been on her Instagram page saying, you know what, I love you, you're doing well, you're strong, we support you. And even Daddy Freeze came out to say that he's a huge supporter of divorce, but however, he feels bad about the Sonia and Ike thing because he likes their chemistry together, but that he's a huge supporter of the fact that if your marriage isn't working for you, you should leave. Somehow I do feel bad about it. I mean, they looked really good together, but we don't know what was happening behind the scenes. So we wish them all the best.
I hate to hear divorce, but then when you have to part ways and you have agreed,
it's okay.
We'd have to respect it.
Yeah,
right.
We wish you guys all the best. And yeah, moving on. Next news is Wizkid and Davido top Billboard sales chart this week. Now, Nigerian superstars Wizkid and Davido have continued to represent and make Nigeria proud with their music achievements. And it's just, you know, it just keeps getting better as both singers have landed spots at the top of Billboard's world music sales. Now, on charts this week, that's on the chart this week, Wizkid's collaboration with Brown Skin Girl, with Beyonce on Brown Skin Girl from The Lion King, the Gift album, is #1 on the chart. And in, you know, Davido's collaboration with Chris Brown on his new single, Blow My Mind, debuted on the chart at the #3 spot for this week. Burna Boy's new album, African Giants, is also on the top 10, you know, Billboard World Album list at #6, moving from the 13th position last week. You know, this is just really interesting. Meanwhile, Lion King, the Gift album by Beyonce, which features various Nigerian artists, is also the same chart at #5. All we can just say right now is Nigeria to the world.
But before we continue, before we continue the banter, I think we should just take a break and then we'll return.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we're talking about the achievements by Wizkid
Davido, Wizkid. I would just say Nigeria at large, like in general, because the track, the album, the Gift album, Beyonce's album, is on #5 on that chart as well, and that's just amazing because it's like we just keep going and going and going. Wizkid is there, Burna Boy is there, Davido is there, and the album is Yemi Alade. We have Techno, who just even started singing again, like he just came back to the music scene. So Nigeria to the world.
Yeah, I agree, Nigeria to the world, but I'm quite curious why Wizkid is not promoting the song Brown Skin Girl. This is a big one. I haven't really seen him push it. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we have to ask him that question, right? But then I just love the fact that even when people are very petty and they say that, oh, why wasn't Davido on the album that is Beyonce's album? And I would say that even at that, with his own work, he's topping the charts too. So, it is just very good. When you're working and you're working hard and then you're getting all the accolades and you're getting all of the, of the ratings, it is just good like that. And as you said, Nigeria to the world, we're global, and
yes,
we've been global since. We're not just global now. All right, and finally, yes, Channing Tatum announces break from social media. Hollywood actor Channing Tatum has announced that he's taken a break from social media to get inspired and create again. Now, the 39-year-old, actor took to his Instagram page to make the announcement. He wrote, "I'm going to take a break and come off socials for a minute. I've been trying to get inspired and create again. And to be honest, I don't really feel, or at least I haven't felt very creative on social in the last couple years now. I'm gonna go and be just in the real world for a while and off my phone. I'll probably come back at some point. But if I do, I want to have a direction or a clear point of view of why I am on here and what I'm putting out there. Love ya. See ya after a while." Chan. All right, Channing Tatum is an American actor and singer who made his film debut in the drama film Coach Carter, after which he got a breakthrough with films like Step Up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, somebody who thought that all this noise about, because it can get clumsy sometimes, especially when people think that you're making it, sometimes your head is not just straight and you need it to be straight, and you just want to calm down, so you get off social. So I say that one day you were talking about getting off socials and, coming back maybe after some months and all that.
I think it's very necessary. People like him, they're creative, so you get all your inspiration from your mind, and if you're spending all your time on social media, it can just be very consuming. Like it just takes away from the essence. You don't even know what you really want to do. You're listening to people's opinions. You're comparing yourself with other people. So I think it's fine for him to take a break.
And for the fact that I do it very often, I feel like it is very necessary. There are times I just go a whole month and I would disable my account. You know, there's no means to find me or reach me if you are not in the real world with me. And sometimes we get carried away, as she said, with the whole, oh, this person's buzzing. You're competing. You're checking out the next person. Oh, what do I need to do differently? There's so much pressure pressure. But if you take that break, you realize that you have so much pace and you can come up with, you know, better stuff. You can just live in the real world. Like, let's put our phones aside. Like, sometimes I say, let's go back to those days when we didn't have phones. Sometimes people are out and you see 5 people at the table and
nobody's
like
talking to
nobody's
each other.
talking.
Yeah.
It actually irks me. So most of the time when I even go out, I drop my phone, except I'm not interested in that conversation. That's when I'm just like, okay, this is my escape route. But if I'm interested, most of the time I put my phone on flight mode and I'm just engaging.
And sometimes you have to take yourself out of the situation so you can see things better. You might not be seeing, you might have a problem, but you don't know how to tackle it because you are in the problem. So if you take yourself out from it, you'll be able to see, you have a very clear view of it. So,
okay, and I think that in any job, it's not bad when you just want to take a break at some point and then you continue later. All right, interesting.
All right, so it's a wrap on the entertainment news. Now we have a celebrity birthday shout out. Now, yes, today celebrating we have Anna Kendrick, who turns 34 today. She is a multiple award-winning American actress and singer. Now you might remember her from movies like Pitch Perfect, Twilight, Mr. Right, and so many others.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday, Anna. We also have the Australian actor and comedian Eric Bana, who is also celebrating today. Now he turns 51 today. Yes, and oh my gosh, he looks so good.
Look 51.
Yeah, so you might remember him from Troy, Black Hawk Down, The Time Traveler's Wife, amongst many others. Yes, happy birthday to you, Eric. And we also have Melanie Griffith, and she is not left out on this list of celebrants. Now, the American film, stage, and television actress and film producer turns 62 today. Guys, 62. Looking amazing, still amazing. Happy birthday to you, Melanie. And also happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating today. We're sending you blessings, love, peace, everything, happiness to you. Happy birthday.
And I think I should just add this already, that, you know, growing old is a privilege, because it is a privilege denied to many other people. So when you're growing old, you should appreciate it.
Be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful.
Forget the people that say,
especially
I
when
don't
people
do
look
this.
good.
I know to be that's straightforward. Hey, great birthday. This one was a jam. If you guys know, if you know, you know. You know, people that were born last year will not know.
Is it still was or is?
That's how life is, right?
Yeah, it's still a jam.
We move on too quickly these days.
I know, but I mean,
wow,
we're still vibing to it now. Amaka disappointed. Yeah.
Okay, savagery has started.
By Two-Face and Peruzu. Now it's time for some humor and savagery from social media. And right here too. Welcome to Tweet View. Are you ready?
Yes,
are you ready?
Yeah, of course.
You see, this particular tweet, I'm on the table. I can't be the only one that just gets jealous when my best friend uploads another person's picture that I don't know and captions it, my brother from another mother. That's your brother, Gumron Madu. I saw this thing and I laughed. I was like, oh my God, I can relate.
So I have a question to ask. So why is this?
Because I'm your best friend. Every other friend.
So the best cannot have any other friend?
No, wait, please.
How many best friends do you want to have?
Wait. Now you're Amanda, so many people abused me because of this. Because I put my, I was like, hey, men, no, and sisters too. Because you cannot be telling me that I'm your best friend. I'm supposed to be like the only mother from another, no, sister from another mother, brother from another mother. And I don't even now know this friend. You're not saying it's your brother.
So I used to have this roommate who was very close to me, and so another person was in my class who was very close to me, so we'll go to class together, and then she want to just you know, be friends with my roommate, and then my roommate was not having it at all. I couldn't even understand why. So you see, that one would come to me and say, okay, so I said hi to your friend, and your friend just went Bawoni. You know how Bawoni can be, you know, negative and positive. You can say Bawoni, and then, you know, you're very friendly, and then
wow.
No, my own is not that deep. My own is that I just need to know the friend. Because if I know the friend, and you say my brother from another mother, or my sister from another mother, I know that, oh,
it's
yeah,
just
you
like
guys are friends, but I know that you're just trying to...
3 girls, there has to be one that is tighter than the other two. It's a crowd.
Yes, always,
especially
always.
with ladies.
So please, in my territory, I'm the only sister from another mother.
Wow.
Any other person, go run, mother. You can only run. Oh yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But it's savagery now. That's what we are doing. All right, so Mr. Easy tweeted, we thank God for giving us power to chop life. And then he posted a picture of himself at the beach, pressing his phone. So I said, don't lie. Who paid for this trip? Mr. Easy said, now your papa beans Hey, pay, but the card got declined.
Oh my
Now your papa
God.
supposed pay, but the card got declined. It means, hey, Mr. Mr. Easy.
This is what happens when you're trying to be savage.
Yes.
Then you meet the savage master.
Yes.
I feel they deserved it.
Wow.
Like, what's your own?
No,
Who
well
paid the
deserved.
trip?
Next
Well
time,
deserved, honestly.
mind your business.
Wow.
Mind your business.
Sip water and collect it. Nonsense.
So it is a crime to be dating a billionaire.
Do you understand? They say, don't lie, who paid for this trip? Now your papa supposed to pay, but
Nigerians
this card got declined because your papa don't get money. That's what he's trying to tell you. Do you get?
Kai.
Mr. Easy. Oh, yo.
Speechless.
Well done, sir. Moving on to the next tweet. Hey, so Skopatumana, if you don't know already, I don't know where you have been, because Tweetville is for Twitter people that, were in there. It's like, tell a story about this particular thing. Now, this is about this plate with plenty oil. As Igbo people call it oil inside. They say, Skopatumana, tell us about this plate. Someone said the energy required to wash this is equal to the energy used to wash jeans and even bathroom. Honestly speaking,
it's a waste of time.
That's what I do,
So
especially the corners.
But the thing is, when I think about it, I'm like, well, I'll get another.
No. So I feel like you can't be an African or a Nigerian and not feel the need to want to wash it, because you feel like you want to use it to keep something else. You want to use it to store something.
No, I'd rather use the round ones.
So we are recycling. So when you think about recycling, you want to just keep it and do this.
But the hard work is
I'm
not
sorry,
worth it.
me, I used to throw it away now because I've learned from experience in the
But
past.
let us start washing, because we have to recycle and we have to help the earth. Yes.
Now I'll give my neighbor to wash. They can use it.
What do you want to use?
Or you can give your gate man so
man,
that you can keep
my
it.
gate man is my neighbor now. He's living in the same compound now.
So
we are still what?
keep it.
Neighbors. You see this plate? Just buy that brush.
It becomes deep when you're giving your gate man.
It's a struggle.
What is that?
Oh my goodness. Rema posted a video and he said, guess the song. And then someone says, bro, do you live in the car? You know, Rema is always doing videos in his car.
My goodness.
He has a house. Obviously, he's just more comfortable doing it in the car. It doesn't mean he doesn't have a house.
How do we explain this to some people? So some people have taken a particular place to be where they record stuff that they churn out.
Yeah.
So as you can have a corner in your house and then you have a frame behind you and then you do your YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
So some people have chosen to use their car.
car.
So why beef them?
I just be
Okay, let me explain it to you. Natural light is inside the car because your car is under the sun. At least you can't park your car inside your house except you have, like a garage inside, And in this part of the world, you can only get such in Marina. If you know. So there's light. It doesn't need to buy extra light. And there's also a stand in the car that they sell in traffic. You can just buy it, gum it on the distance.
Even if there's no those things.
Where else do you play music? Some people don't play music in their houses. Some people just get home and watch TV. So you play music in your car and you jam to it in your car. Excuse me, it's my car. At least ask her.
Valid.
Even if there's no light, even if it's not in the sun, even if it's inside the darkness, is it your social media? Even if it's inside the darkness, is it your social media? Is it your Instagram? Is it your car? I beg.
No. Are you buying data for him? No. Please, moving on to the next.
Oh, this person has suffered.
We are Rema's spokesperson. We have to do it. All right. Someone tweeted, besides people who hate, besides people who hate plantain, what other devil worshipping groups are there? Wow. So if you hate plantain, it means
You're
that
a devil worshipper.
And someone responded, people who ignore the obvious dotted lines on the tissue paper and tear it anyhow. You see those ones, I have a problem with them. And you see those that press toothpaste from the middle. It's a tube. Press it from down. Move it up.
OCD.
It's not OCD. Like, how do you...
No, the toothpaste one is OCD.
The plantain one is... Everybody has their preference. You may like plantain, I may not like it. I know that Faladele would like to die for plantain. But I'm not that crazy about plantain. Like, I eat it, I love it, but I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
But you see this tissue paper, your section in L is like this because it is dotted.
Hell, baby.
It is dotted.
This is so serious.
It is dotted, guys. I don't get it. Just cut it. That's why the dot
This is why people say all sin join together. Because you share tissue like this, you enter hell.
See, that's why the dot is there, in case you don't know. You're supposed to take it accordingly. Like, just how difficult can that be? The toothpaste one, I don't get it. I cannot live with you if you legit press toothpaste from the middle.
Well, sorry.
My mom does
You have said it like 1,001 times.
Don't do it. Don't. It's just.
We're sorry. On
That's
behalf
all
of them, we're sorry.
Don't do it.
Don't worry, we won't visit you.
It's a rule of life. You breathe in, you breathe out.
No, she's just very proper like that.
You just have. Okay, I'm sorry. If you can't hear it properly, just buy the ones in the box where you just pick. It's okay. You can do that on any, but don't, when you pick, make sure. Okay.
Wow, this is a lecture.
That's all on Tweetville.
Okay, guys, that is it on Tweetville / lecture room for today. We'll be taking a break now. We'll be back with our first artist performance, so make sure you stick around.
You give me love and the energy. Baby, won't you tease me? Like it when you please me. You give me the reason to believe in love, and me never gonna stop. Baby, please believe me. You know I can't deceive you. You give me the reason. So anytime you call, I did for your bus stop. Yo, I go by the name TC Dope.
We have a guest in the studio, of course. His name is TC Dope, and he's giving us a lot of love and energy on the show, which, by the way, is the title of his new work. In 2007, he did a song with Terry Akpala and Dremo. Welcome to the show, TC Dope.
Yes, welcome.
How you doing?
Okay.
All right.
Give us fire, energy, ginger.
Yeah.
Can we do like a vocal?
A warm-up.
On the song?
No.
Let's just feel your energy. I mean,
Yes.
it's love and energy.
Yeah,
so
it's
let's
love,
feel your
love.
energy.
Yeah.
So tell us, I mean, we just checked out your video. I didn't want this to be the first question, but
Okay.
I mean, we just checked out the video. We saw the concept, I mean, the whole transparent van thing. And I know that TG also directed that video.
Yeah.
And you feel a certain way that he's using that same concept for techno. Can you just tell us how exactly you feel and why you feel the way that you feel?
TJ Omori is my guy. He has been my guy for so long.
You have to be very audible because I can barely hear you.
Okay, I said TG is my guy. He's my OG. He has been my guy for so long before he became this big. So, you know, I'm still trying to work on my brand.
Yeah.
So he shot for me first. I'm yet to drop. I don't have a problem with using the same concept for techno. You understand? I don't have a problem with that, but at least I should have dropped first.
Okay.
You
Dropped
understand?
your song, The
Yeah.
Love and Energy?
First, my video
Okay,
first.
okay.
Before I use for, but I don't want to talk about that right now. Let's just talk about me and the song.
Okay, so let's talk about you and the song. So tell us, how long have you been going at this? How long have you been in your music career?
I've been doing music for so long, like 2 years ago, 2017, like I dropped a video on audio for All Night Trap during Dremo and Terra. Yeah.
And how has the journey been so far?
It's been good. So I had to just go back and work on myself, do a rebrand, and just come back with a new sound.
Okay, so talking about going back or working on yourself and rebranding, what brought that to mind? I mean, why did you have to do that? Why weren't you doing what you've been existing on before? Why didn't you continue with that?
Because in 2017, when I worked with Dremo and Terra Akpala, there was so much love and energy on it though, but I was not getting the vibe I needed. So I just needed to go back, work on myself. I was always on TV, looking at the new kid coming out, listening to their sound. So I was ready for them this time. That's why I came out.
Okay, now let's talk about sound.
I don't want to feature anyone, so I just want to be myself.
Okay. So now let's talk about sound. What is your sound exactly? And now talking about the new kids on the block, because even me these days, when I watch TV and then I hear a particular song, I see that the song is sweet, but I'm like, who is this person? Like, there are some people coming out these days. So now let's talk about your sound.
My sound? My sound is dancehall mixed with Afro. Yeah, like Caribbean sound.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to bring it back to Afro.
Bring it back to Afro.
Yeah, it's Caribbean sound, trying to bring it back to Afro, like mix the sound together to get my own vibe.
Would you say that you're still discovering your vibe?
No, I did already, that's why I'm back.
And now you're at Afrobeat.
Yeah.
So Afrofusion of the Caribbean sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. So aside this song that just dropped and the video that just dropped, what else do we expect from you this year?
A lot. It's going to be back to back.
EP?
No, I don't want to do an EP.
Another
We're still
single?
talking about that. We're still talking about with my management. So we don't know if we're dropping an EP before December or we drop next year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so how do your fans reach out to you so that they can, you need to lift your cap up
So that
because
they
we
can
can't see your
see
face.
Yeah.
So how do they reach out to you?
On Instagram is at tcdope_DSN, TCDOPE_DSN.
All right.
Same thing on Twitter.
All right. Thank you, TC Dope, for coming.
Yeah.
Give us a dope chop
Yeah.
knuckle. All right.
I like the love I'm getting, though.
You like the love you're getting?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
the energy.
Oh, that's the love and energy.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. All right,
Yeah.
we have our daily top 5 up next, so make sure you stick around for that. So now it is now time for our daily top 5. Now, holidays can be an awesome time to bond with your kids or the kids around you, like your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, and so on. Now, it can, however, get very stressful. When it starts scattering everywhere, breaking things. Guys, don't worry. We are here to rescue you because we have 5 tips to help keep the kids busy this holiday season. Now, the first on our list, organize playdates. Yes, plan some playdates, invite their friends over. While they spend time with their friends, it may give you the opportunity to focus on getting some work done. Yes. Plus, if you invite their friends over, someday the friends might invite them over too. Are you seeing the logic there? And then you can have the house to yourself. That
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. It's a struggle. Okay, number 2 on the list, allow them, keep a holiday diary. For the kids that can write, now encourage them to keep a holiday diary. Trust me, it will make a lovely memory book for them and can also keep them busy for hours. So just give them that pen and paper. Do whatever you want to do with it. Just leave Auntie. Auntie's busy.
Where do you want to go to?
Just draw it,
write it down.
Keep them busy.
Imagine it.
Yoruba people call it a road down, but please just give them.
That one is too hard.
I know, it's needed. This weekend, I'm not sure I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so at number 3, we have create your own games. Get a supply of colored cards, children's, scissors, glue, and anything else you may want to make some fun games. Games like snakes and ladder, card games, and so on can all be easily made at home and will keep the children occupied for some time. So how about that?
And it's a healthy option, I mean, away from the phones, because nowadays kids, can I use your phone? I want to play a game. Like, learn, look at this ladder game, and some games actually help you think. If you do Scrabble, you learn words, so it's very good for them as well. All right, the 4th tip on our list is have a treasure hunt. Ooh, now this one is always fun when kids engage in treasure hunts. You can make a map with treasures, with clues to help them find some treasures that you have hidden somewhere in the garden. Now, it doesn't have to be expensive or big, and the most important thing is that it's to keep them in hiding for a while. So, I mean, you can just have like maybe, I don't know, some sweet candy or something that's not so expensive, but it's also useful. Put it around the house and tell them, you know what, kids, we're having a treasure hunt.
Okay, sure,
they get very excited about that.
Anywhere that you have anything that will hurt them. Because they can go looking for something somewhere, and at the end of the day,
kids love.
Finally on the list now, a resting day. With all activities planned, the kids will need to rest. Now ensure you plan some days to just chill, watch movies, read books, eat, sleep, and take it easy. Just, tell them, don't be like me. I used to tell my niece, face the wall, go and sleep. You can just make them feel like, okay, sleeping is not a punishment. Let's go to bed. Or let's go see a movie, or let's do this. So,
You're right about that. I think my mom made sleeping very fun for me because she used to compose stories. Yeah, like my mom's stories were late because she was always half sleepy. So she can just be like, and then the dog went and he ate the orange. I'll not be laughing. I used to have so much fun. So, yeah, you can make it fun for them.
But people like us, our mommy will say, we'll go and stood down there. From there, you sleep. They'll carry you to the bed. That's what happened with us.
I think I know where that is coming from, and it's such a beautiful one. I love it. Cute. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So it's a wrap on the first half of the show. On the other half of the show, we have entertainment news recap, more performance, selfie requests, and some special guests in our Friday chats. All right. So see you guys on the other side.
Yes.
Righty, thank you so much for staying here with us. Of course, it is still eSplash right here. And yes, so far we've brought you the news, rewind, tweet, view, and an artist performance and daily top 5. Now it's time to chew it off in a minute or less. One of us will tell the house what she, because we don't have he right here, is presently happy for. So it falls on whose table today?
My table. Okay. So I don't talk about my family much, but I'm very thankful for my family. I mean, my family, they're my greatest support system. From my mom, who is always in my DMs. My mom is always on every comment section saying, good job, doing well, girl, bring the fire. She's always in my, people don't even know she's my mom because she comments like a fan. Yeah, then my dad is like my manager. He's the person that I always goes to for business advice. Every morning, every evening, I need this, I want to do this. How do you think I can do it? So like yesterday, I was with him for my accounts, for my business. He told me what to do. So my dad is like my manager on paid one though. My two sisters are just there, always giving me advice, always pushing me. I mean, my sister came home because I'm renovating my room. Oh, wow. And my sister was just there with bricklayers, carpenters, telling them, do it this way. She putting so much effort to make sure that, you know, my room is going well because she's an interior designer. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Not everybody has that. And I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for my family. It's a safe space. In my house, I'm just Amanda. I can leave all the, you know, pizzazz, remove makeup, remove eyelashes. Just be yourself. And it's so good to have that. Nice. So I'm thankful for that.
I'm so thankful on your behalf.
Me too.
On that note, let me move.
And your nieces, you didn't give them shout out.
Oh, my baby girl.
Cute nieces. They're so cute.
Oh my God, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Now
so guys,
it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news, guys.
Well, my ex-husband and I have parted ways, says Sonia. Ike Ogbona's ex-wife now.
And Wizkid and Davido top Billboard sales charts this week.
Channing Tatum announces break from social media.
All right, guys, so we'll be taking a break right now, and we'll be back shortly with some very exciting guests. Some peppery guests.
Did you say peppery guests? Wow.
Back to Entertainment Splash. Yes, if you're just joining in, well, I mean, you've missed a lot, but you're here to get a very special part of the show. Now, we have a very special guest with us in the building. Now, one is an experienced banker, basketballer, amongst many other things, while the other one is former Mr. Universe, also a very fine boy, also very peppery, like I said from before.
Yeah. Ladies
and gentlemen, I'm talking about Jeff and Nelson from the Big Brother Naija Pepper Dem House.
Hello. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for having us.
Oh, wow.
Just carry that
it's so
pillow
good
like
to
that.
have you here. Now, was this attire planned, outfit planned because it's Friday or something?
No, great minds think alike. You know now.
So, Jeff, where's your cap? I was expecting to see you with your cap.
Yeah, one guy hid that cap from me.
Wow.
And if I catch him, the thunder, that will... But it's okay.
But people,
Let me
the
not get
viewers
too
love
angry.
you with that cap.
Really?
Yes.
Nelson, please move closer. Just
I'm
stay
sorry
here.
for disappointing
Don't
you
worry,
guys.
Erika does not bite, eh?
It's not too much.
I don't want to my body. Stay there.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the show. Okay, you guys should tell us, how do you feel? I mean, you just came out the Sunday,
ago, yeah.
and you came out like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. How do you guys feel? How's it like to be back?
First of all, you can't blame Nelson for moving that.
Oh my God!
No.
Really?
To start with, no, because before we left, there was this typewriter thing we did, and he just made it shown in what he did now.
Oh my God.
He went to the end.
Okay.
He has been jotting things down. Anyway, how do I feel right now? Right now I feel happy because I'm getting a lot of love. Love that just comes off as, man, very encouraging, to be honest. I can't lie. I had my down moments where, of course, when you have a prize in sight and you want to win it by, you know, as much as you possibly can, and it doesn't come to you, you require a lot of encouragement. You'll be sad, standard. But then once I came out and I felt all the love, it was like, And it was genuine love. Like, guy, you try, man, you try. We did your back, you try. You know, all the support just made me feel very happy, very ecstatic, to be honest.
Okay, so Nelson, let's talk to you. When you have a prize in sight, as you said, and at the end of the day you don't get it, especially with the fact that you had plans, like you were going to start a business and other things that you had planned out. Now that you're out, how exactly do you feel?
Yeah, I feel really good and opportune for the fact that being in the house made me learn a lot of things I actually didn't learn growing up. Because firstly, the Big Brother house for me just reminded me of boarding school because I never went to a boarding school. So the experience of waking up in the morning, you have to wait for Jeff or so person to brush their teeth first before you can brush your own teeth. You have to knock and wait for Jeff or Mashallah or Fraud to finish using the toilet before you can use the toilet. Then the cooking process, the cooking process and everything, it's fun. Arena games, the party room, so it was fun for me. I'm still Mr. Universe Nigeria 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. You just have to claim it.
I needed to.
It's okay.
I needed to.
We see it.
Boy so dope, boy so fly.
Okay. Oh, wow. You talked about the things that you didn't learn growing up and, you know, how the Big Brother house is. Now, you know, on the outside, we watch something and we're like, oh, this is what it's going to be like. And you know how people say, until you get into a certain space, you never can tell, or a certain situation, you never can tell what it is that you can do. But on the outside, you're like, if I would have done this better, I would have done this better. Now, watching from previous years, that's 2 years ago and last year, and what has happened to you this year, being in the house, how do you feel? There's like, how do I explain this to you? On the outside, you must have been like, well, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. But then getting in the house, is it what you expected? Yeah, that's the question.
From the onset, on the outside, I never felt like I could bring in a strategy because obviously you can't bring in a strategy to something you're not sure of. Because you can bring in a game plan and some other person will just come and spoil the whole thing for you. So I didn't have any game plan, I just went in for the experience and possibly the money by the grace of God. So that's just it.
Okay, so guys, I want to talk about something very interesting, your love interest. I mean, I saw that you picked an interest in Kimopra. Have you contacted her now that you're out of the house?
Yes, we've spoken, yes, but nothing, more business.
More business than love. So was that just for the TV?
No, I was genuinely attracted to her.
Okay.
I mean,
How about Diane?
Did that change?
Diane?
Yes.
Diane is my daughter now.
Now your daughter, but you said that
No, but
you
I
had
think
the sentimental attachment
Towards
to
her.
her.
Yes.
As a sister.
Yes. You
Nah,
get it.
sister
I
zone.
wasn't trying to zone her, but now that you said it.
I didn't say it, so say it yourself.
Arika, when did you start answering questions?
My sister, I don't know. I don't know.
Then Nelson, I noticed that you and Esther have this, you know, amazing friendship, and then Diane also was there was a love triangle going on between you, Esther, and Diane. Then in an interview, wait, I'm getting somewhere. In an interview, you now mentioned that, you know, Diane was the lady who was talking to like 3 or 4 guys, and then how Fraud came to you.
4 guys. I said 3.
3 guys. Okay, she was talking to 3 guys, and you are one of the 3 guys, and that is why you had to back down. But then there was Esther in the picture. So who was it really? Was it Esther? Was it Diane?
There was nobody.
There was nobody. Wow.
Let me learn.
Okay.
Before the 3 ladies here knock my head off. The thing is, Diane and Esther have been my friends like from day one.
Okay.
So I get to
like
bond
in
with
the house?
In the house.
Okay.
I get to bond with Diane in a different way and bond with Esther too. But at the same time, we're in the house for the experience. So anything could happen. We could like somebody, could like some other person. So Diane I liked because she was cool, emotionally we connected together. But at the same time, I couldn't force it. And my guy told you like Diane as well. So, but I have to step down as a gentleman for my guy to have his.
Okay, so you liked Diane. But what about Esther?
Esther has been my friend from day one. Why are you shaking your head?
All I'm trying to say is that don't get it wrong, Too many babes like this guy, and he was trying to just be him. So, Mona.
Guys, you know, before we continue, we'll take a break now, and we'll be back with our guest still here with us. Very interesting one you don't meet. Yes, just stay here with us. All right, thank you so much for staying here with us. Of course, we still have our Pepper Dem gang guests in the house. All right, Jeff and Nelson. Yes. How you doing, guys?
We're good,
Okay, good to know. All right, so I was going to throw this question at you. I really want to know what you think about Kafi and Gideoni? Let me put that question to you, Jeff. Yes. So, what would you say? No, talk to me.
Okay. So I think let me start from the way they started off. I feel like it was love. It was on fire. It was hot. Or let's even go back and say it was like on fire, not love on fire.
At the beginning.
Like on fire.
Okay.
It was hot. They held hands. They did everything together. They followed each other everywhere. They ate from the same plate. They slept on the same bed. In fact, we named that bed their apartment, their house. We even gave them a hashtag, Gaddafi. Yes. But then I think as time went on, one of the parties lost sight of that. I think maybe by a foreign body that was brought in.
Are you by any chance saying Benita?
Are you jotting? If you were jotting things down, you know where I'm going. But yeah.
I'm getting you.
Okay, you are there.
Yeah,
your head is there. But yeah, so I think that came as a distraction, and every once in a while, distractions will come. But then that's the true test of a relationship.
True.
And I feel like being lost or distracted and allowing yourself get to that point just can either make it fall, crumble, or it strengthens you.
Interesting and deep.
Nelson,
Okay.
what did you want to say about that?
No, nothing.
I have to say something because,
Yeah, I said it all now.
we on the outside, I mean, we feel a certain way. Like, this Gideoni guy, maybe he doesn't even like this Kafi guy. But you guys were in the house with them. So do you think that way as well? Because people will say, Gideoni doesn't really like this girl. It's just there because... And I remember someone said Gideoni spoke to a couple of guys in the house saying that, she's just always on my case. She's just this. Did that ever happen?
He hasn't told me that before, but I think there was this time where I was cooking in the kitchen. Kafi came out like, do you think Gideoni really likes me? Like, it's not my business. Like, you should ask him yourself if you want to. But I don't think it's in my place to see how Gideoni feels, because I don't know what's in his heart. So, like I still say, it's none of my business.
Okay,
so
very
let's talk about
diplomatic.
the new housemates coming in. How did you feel
When you saw them?
When they
having
brought the
some
new
new housemates in?
I think it was really necessary because we're becoming more like a family. We're not too calm, relaxed. We now know everybody weaknesses. Like, okay, I know Jeff. I know what Jeff can do. I know what Mike could do. So the new housemate just kind of like kept them on their toes. Like, okay, what's going to happen? Are these fake housemates or that real housemate? But I think it's fun that they actually have them in.
Yeah. Also, I think it was really good energy. They brought life into the house because everybody we don't see ourselves finished. We had already seen. No, serious.
In just that,
because you see, that place is a depiction of life in itself. Okay, but it is more compact. So it's a variety of people, just like we do have in the world, and then in a smaller space, in a more contained space, in a different dimension. So one day in the house can probably be translated to 1 year outside. Or, let's say like 2 weeks outside. Okay.
But I've been wanting to ask though, so now you're out of the house. You've gotten the feedback, there's love and everything. But how are you treating this newfound celebrity stardomship? What are you going to do with it?
We're taking it one day at a time. I'll say I am taking it one day at a time. I'm making it a learning process. Every day I'm learning more and more. At the same time, I'm seeing things that I never seen because from the life I had been coming from, it was more very structured and very straight to the point, Here, it's a little more, watery. It's more fluid. It's business, but it's fluid. So I'm trying to see how I can get the two worlds and get the best of both worlds and give it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nelson, I was going to ask you, did you see what happened last night? Fraud joining Esther on the bed.
I've not been really watching the show.
Okay, well, now I'm telling you.
Fraud joined Esther on the bed.
Yes, go on Twitter,
Okay.
So how do you feel about that, like that Esther and Fraud are getting to...
I'm happy they're getting to...
Are you sure?
They need to scratch their beef because there was this time where I actually asked Esther, like, Alpha, let's call Fraud and let's talk together. Let's see why he's acting the way he's acting and let's just know what's going on. And she was like, no, she doesn't really like confrontation. So I'm happy that she and Fraud able to come to terms.
Nelson, this girl cried when you left the house. So was this all an act?
It's not about... Diane also cried when Jeff left. You've been crying when people left.
Esther crying for
But
you.
crying for me because
Diplomatic.
I'm more like the closest person to her. After myself is Sadi, so I'm very, very close to her. We always talk every now and then, like, you know.
So no
So if
feelings
she
of
cries,
jealousy there?
She cries. There's no jealousy there. You know,
Okay.
she's playing her game, so I can't say I'm jealous.
Well, earlier when you said something about liking Diane, are you gonna, you know, go on after she comes out of the house?
Like I still have lots of stuff to do. Me and Diane will still keep our friendship intact, and I have a lot of stuff I need to do. Like I'm heading back to the gym first. Then I'm prepping for a bigger pageant, which is like in November. So I need to get in shape.
All right, so Jeff, let's talk about Ike and Mercy. What exactly are your thoughts?
Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
Yeah, OGs, no, they keep it real, 100. They know themselves, they know their energies, they are learning from each other. They are yin and yang.
Okay. I like that question.
No, standard. If eventually they don't end up together, they'll still be stuck together as friends.
Yeah, I love their vibe. I love
So what are
everything.
you up to? What are the things you're looking forward to doing this time that you have left the house and all that, apart from the things that you actually, planned before going into the house?
Well, a lot of times people come tell me that I'm one to make people encouraged. People find that when I speak to them, first of all, they listen. Second of all, I can brighten a day up. I give good energy, good vibe.
Okay.
So I feel like I can use that in this new space because there are a lot of people that have bad energy around them. I mean, I look at an opportunity where I can have celebrities come to me personally and just talk. Simple as that, and that's a service I can offer to them. That's besides many of the other things that someone talked to me yesterday on an interview. I said, Jeff, why don't you ever consider motivational speaking? And then I'm like, oh, okay, wow, thank you for, saying that. Since you see me in that light, why don't we pursue that? That's besides all the other stuff that I'd gotten from prior, from my finance skills to all the other things.
So in just 5 seconds, guys, who do you think is going to win Big Brother?
I was gonna ask.
Nelson, who do you think is going to win? 5 seconds, we don't have time.
I should just pick one person.
Yeah, just one person.
Oh boy, that's hard.
What?
Can I pick 5?
No, just one person. Go, let's go.
Let me say.
Real quick.
Oh God, Thatcher.
Thatcher. What
do you
about
think?
you?
2 people, Mercy or Mashallah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a very interesting one, and you guys have good vibes, I must admit.
You do.
Jeff.
Positive energy.
Yes,
We're feeling it.
And then, I said so. I said so. All right, guys. So we'll take another break, and we'll be back with our second artist performance. Stay here with us. It is still E-Splash.
Bring palm wine, it's all good vibes. I'll bring my boys who bring good music, let's all have a good time. Bring some girls and bring palm wine, it's all good vibes. I'll bring my boys who bring good music, it's all good time. Bale batalere, kujengo. Tere batere ale, kujengo. Tale batale are, tale batale ori. Kujengo, tale batale, kujengo. Yeah. Bring some girls and bring palm wine, it's all good vibe. I'll bring my boys who bring good music, let's all have a good time. Bring some girls and bring palm wine, it's all good vibe. I'll bring my boys who bring good music, let's all have a good time. Bale batalere, kujengo. Tere batere ale, kujengo. Tale batale ori. Tale batale kujengo. How many boys want by me? How many want good music? I'm the one with the music. E-Splash just got that by me. How many boys want by me? Oh? How many want good music? I'm the one with the music. E-Splash just got that by me. Bale batale. Jaga ṣe freestyle fún wọn, kakọrin kọ́gbọ́. Jaga ṣe freestyle kékeré fún wọn, kakọrin kọ́gbọ́. Well, I'm on E-Splash with Tony Pot, Amanda and Arike. I'm on East Splash with Tarike. I'm on Dan Honeypot. Taleba dalere, taleba dalere, kujengbo. Tereba dere ale, kujengbo. Thank you.
Now, our second guest is an amazing performer. Mo Believe is a singer and songwriter who makes smart indie pop songs that everyone will love. Welcome to the show. That was a beautiful. That was Shebi Oba. Bioba by Mo Believe.
I see what you did there, Ricky, Amanda, Honey.
Yeah, freestyle.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we do it sometimes.
And in that you said Amuluduniwa Emapo Alalagbe. So Amuludun is entertainer.
Yes.
So Alagbe is what in Yoruba again?
It's beggar.
It's beggar. So I see that so many times when people sing and then when they mention names too, you're spraying them. So most times they think all these artists, they are just beggars, right?
Yes. Beggars with good voices.
What you were trying to clear there, that you guys are simply entertainers.
Merrymakers.
Merrymakers. That is, and when people feel happy, then
you can bring out that
money.
which is the goal.
All right, so, this your outfit. You know, we talked about it before.
Yes.
And it was what we saw in the video too. You were, it's a culture, Ashoke, and you have made a fantastic piece out of it. And it's like a brand.
Oh, definitely.
So you want to talk about it?
So it's a brand that it's a brand of style that I hope to, take as long with my career as Ashoke. Just making Ashoke urban. The brand generally is being the cool in culture. So we're taking that, your culture is backwards, your culture is making it urban and cool and fresh.
I like
like my outfits. Basically.
And it also reflects in your music because Omarijo Shebi Oba, there's so many songs with that, line, and it's a very thick Yoruba. Amanda does not understand what it is because it's
I liked it.
You understand?
I did really like it.
It's folk songs. Like, is it your journey? Like, you're not going to move because, see, we like versatile artists, but at the same time, we would like you people to know that choose your sound and stick with it. And we that we love you for it would keep loving you. So are you going to stick to that sound?
So the very interesting thing about folklore is that it's not very confined into a beat.
Yes.
The folklore is majorly in the storytelling.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm the one using my mouth to sing, there'll always be a story. So that's.
But do you feel pressured, to do commercial music? Do you feel pressured anyway?
I always, and we're going to go into this conversation if we really start it, I always want people to define what commercial music is.
Yes,
we will.
We have to go on a break. Because when we come back, it's going to be long.
So we're on a commercial break.
Yeah. Let's just go on this commercial break and we will be back so we can make some dough too. Commercial.
Wow, love it. Guys, welcome back to the show. Now, if you're just joining us, wow, where have you been? But we still have Mo Believe here in the studio. Yes, and before I went on the commercial break, I was asking him if he's going to go into commercial music. Yes, and when you said what is commercial, I'm saying like stuff like club jams, stuff that like fast music.
Well, my personal belief is that any music is commercial. You just need to find a way to sell it. So here's the thing. This is conversations I've had with my management team. I feel like there are two ways to make $1 million. You can either sell something for #1 to 1 million people, or sell something that is 10,000 naira to 100 people. Did I get that math right?
Yeah.
But whatever it is. So I believe that
12,000 people.
Music is commercial, but you just need to find the kind of people that are willing to pay money for
the audience for you.
Music,
Love that.
Okay, so this your video that we played. You announced when you released this, you announced that you're part of the Empowerment Africa.
Yes.
Of that's Mr.
Easy Empower Africa.
Okay, so you want to talk about it a bit? How excited are you? How do you feel?
It's one of like the major eye openers for me this year. So. The reason behind me just announcing it when the video dropped is I'm usually not so very like, okay, I'm going to do this thing next 2 years, and I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it next 2 years. I really like to be done with it before I like to,
do it.
That's what, so it spirals into, conversations about, when are you dropping a new project and all of that. So I'm excited to say to everybody that's listening today that the new project is done. It is beautiful music. It's a music that we're here to make. I should tell you the title, but no, let's not do that.
Exclusive now.
Give it to us.
Okay, exclusive. So let me just give you a little story, something. So when I was younger, when people come into my father's house and my father gave them money, they used to say, Ashiri Abo. And I was a kid, so it used to bother me that what secret did my father have, my father have that made people say Ashiri Abo. So, you know, until when I understood that, you know, it means that your needs will be met. And it still doesn't add up. Ashiri Abo, your needs will be met. So the project is something like that. We're telling stories from an angle that you have not seen.
You have not seen it before. Wow, fantastic. Okay.
Well done. So how do we follow up with all of this? Because, I mean, I don't want to miss out on this. I'm already a huge fan. So.
Same handle everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, Mobelieve_. On Facebook is Mobelieve Music. YouTube, Mobelieve, Apple, Mobelieve, YouTube, everywhere, Mobelieve.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show. Such a breath of fresh air.
Yes,
and
indeed.
you know, I've learned a lot from you, especially the commercial music part of it. So yes, thank you so much for that. All right, now special shout out to everyone who sent in their selfie request this week. It's time to enjoy some good music as we take a look at the selfie request you all sent in this week. Okay, let's have fun.
Okay, so anybody with the one touching. I mean, just knock on something.
Honey pie! Where your fans? Where your fans? Where your fans?
Oh my God.
Oh, time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you guys for watching from Monday through to Friday. We always have to say thank you because without you, there is actually no show. I mean, and it will not be nice for us to be here talking
to ourselves.
And no one is watching, you know. So you guys are the real MVP. It is your girl, Irike with the dimples, and stay safe out there. It's a long holiday, we know. Have fun, but please be safe out there, okay? Yeah, that's me.
Yes, so have fun, be good, be kind to people out there. Make sure you watch Entertainment Splash. I said so. It's your girl, Amanda Dara, and I'm signing out. Have a lovely weekend.
Can I go upstairs to twerk?
Wow.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Okay, so my name is Honeypot, and we will be back bigger and better on Monday.
Bye-bye.